Oh, Killzone! Mooie spel! Op de PlayStation! Ah, viewer. Do I look a bit oranged up? I've become ingeburgerd, or as the Dutch keep saying, gekoloniseerd, since the last Killzone video. Well, luckily for us, it got a sequel. Has Gorilla improved? Is the gameplay still on the fence? Is the story still shit? Well, stop stalling, grab a chair, come sit in het kringetje, have a Hertog Jan and a Disco Del. We're gonna play some Killzone 2.
Attention, Team Epsilon to briefing room 4 immediately.
Wait, that's not Jan. Let me just back up a bit. In the first game, we saw the start of the second Helghast war, with their invasion of the ISA planet Vecta. Their assault was thwarted by our gang of 4 heroes, Jan, Rico, Haka and Luger. An indiscriminate amount of time has passed, and the Helghast have been pushed back to their home planet, Helgen. Luger and Haka are somewhere. We don't hear anything about them, but Jan and Rico are still fighting the good fight. In fact, Jan has made some waves and moved up in the hierarchy, now being a commander. So that means our new main character is Sev. This is Sev. He's basically the new Jan. Sev here is about to make landfall on the capital of Helgen.
Okay people, let's get this shit done.
Landfall goes just about as you would expect. I blame the shitty drop pod design. They should have fainted from the lack of oxygen at that altitude. Upon clearing the LZ, we start making progress into the Helghast city. I think we've seen enough. Allow me to destroy your visuals. Welcome to the HD zone. Only render in high definition. HDR. Elegant tessellation. Fresh frames. This is quite the step up in presentation from Killzone 1. Yeah, we switched consoles, more power and all that, but Killzone 1 was not quite the cream of the crop visually on the PS2. Serviceable at best was a good way to describe it. But what bothered me the most was the frame rate. If you're gonna look like shit, at least don't run like it. But here, we have no concessions. The game looks good and runs at a tight, succulent, 7th gen staple 30 FPS. No 25 this time. We are no longer working with an analog signal. Digital video, baby. Although it is possible to get a really nice image with an analog signal. Just look at what an original 360 could do. But yeah, HDMI is also easier to record. The art style has also seen a bit of a shift, mainly in the looks of the ISA. They've made a metamorphosis from bland to boring. Yeah, I don't like their modern military look. For every improvement the ISA made, the Helghast overshadow it. Yeah, they're back and more balling than ever. We have Standard Unit returning from Killzone 1, his supporting sniper unit, and the cream of the crop, the uncontested, hands down, best design in the entire franchise, the Shock Trooper. Nothing can top this design. The beret, the gas mask, with the goggles, using only his massive, swinging balls as armor for increased mobility, and look at those fucking boots. This doesn't fuck. This is the one-man Bukkake. As for the environments, we are no longer on Vecta, and it's obvious. You see, Vecta was Earth-like, so we had cities, marshes, Vietnam. Helgen, you see, is a barren planet. So we have cities, deserts, factories, more opulent parts of cities. Yeah, okay, variety took a hit, but honestly, get more creative with it. I thought the Helghast needed the gas masks for breathing in the tin or toxic air of Helgen, but no, it's fine. The air is fine. Why not make it so all their cities are underground, explaining the pale skin and need for goggles during the Vectin invasion? Now it just feels lacking. Excuse me, on Killzone.com? Somebody please tell me what the special unlocks were. Fighting through the city, rescuing convoys, and tanking the Helghast, we get sent back to the mothership for redeployment. The new mission? Reinforcing a Captain Narvel pinned at Vasari Square, which goes just as well as you would expect. Great. We are going to have to walk the rest through mortar fire, like a famous man once said.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Shit! I fucking hate mortars!
Meeting up with Narvel gets us sent to destroy the Arc Tower, so our troops can land safely. Time for some more urban combat. So, wanna discuss the movement? Let me start with the absolute basics. Moving your feet. Unresponsive, lethargic, and imprecise is the name of the game here. The inverted stray 50 from the first game is gone, thank God. But in return we have a kind of latency in all of the movement. It feels like there is a half-second delay in moving the stick versus your character. Part of that also comes from the cover system. We're not about that Call of Duty crouch behind anything bullshit. No! Not here in Sony Town. We prefer our animations. Thank you very much. I will never understand this. You put more work in to make it feel worse. Are you going to tell me that this looks nicer to play than just pressing crouch behind cover? I'm not even completely covered. That's the worst part. I'm still sticking out and shootable.
Now you can seamlessly peek from cover.
Except no, not really. And besides, it's not like the aiming is any good. The first time around, we had the problem that the game was on the fence about its aiming. No ADS, inaccurate weapons, but long-range fights. They were told to shit or get off the pot, and they chose to shit. We ADS now, and our fights are long range. Good, Killzone. A quick question. Why is aiming down sights not accurate? At first I thought I was going mad, but looking over the footage showed me what was happening. Your bullets don't follow the dot. It's a suggestion. So in a way, they never fixed the issue. They just slapped an animation over it. The ideal way to play the game is still just mag dumping. Except now, half of my screen is taken up by my sights. Even then, the enemies behave like pussies, hiding behind cover and staying put. They kinda had this behavior in the first game, but definitely not to this extent. It's even worse when they do this blind firing behind cover. Circling back to aiming, in general, it feels wrong. I figured it out quite early. The sensitivity on the X and Y axis is different. I've tried to match them best I can, but never managed to make it feel right. For some reason they also changed the weapon limit from 3 to 2, which I don't like. Not because we have less weapons, no. One has to be a pistol, so we effectively only have one slot killing weapon variety. Overall, I would still rate it a slight step up from the first game, although it is bordering on the side grade. For all the dogshit aim and 6 axis, at least we don't shift the view down with every reload.
Man, look at that thing.
You should see it up close. We need to hit the bricks as the Helghast's flying machine gun starts chasing us. Once we make it back to safety, it's revealed that Garza nabbed a piece of the tower. Our mission now is to get it back to Narvel.
Negative. We got a situation here.
Or not.
Fuck.
Let's help Rico. Can't blame him, he's being pinned down hard.
About freaking time. Survivors were already dead when we got here.
Well, then they aren't survivors, are they? We escape and meet up with some actual survivors.
What'd you do, stop off and make lunch?
Yeah, my mom packed me a lunchbox with a nice ham sandwich. Delicious.
Next time, make sure she packs mine before I leave in the morning.
We hold down Visari Square and start carving our way to the palace. Hey, if it's as easy as taking the square. After wading through a subterranean shitpipe, also known as a sewer, blowing up mortars, and contemplating if Seb is a midget or everybody else is a giant, a miracle happens. We get called by a lady. Back at Visari Square, Narvel sent a piece of the Arc Tower shrapnel back to Science Lady, who hits us with this fucking bombshell.
Alpha, can you talk?
It's quiet right now, Evelyn. What's on your mind?
The short version? There's some unknown element on that metal fragment you recovered. It's dense, unstable. It packs a massive electrical charge.
Allow me to read you the memo I wrote down. No fucking shit, it carries an electrical charge, you empress of the special needs.
Through my extensive research, I found out that bullets are propelled by some explosive charge.
You should cut that ponytail to make way for the bicycle helmet I'm about to give you. I can't explain why that sentence chaps my cheeks so fucking bad. We reunite with the convoy and start clearing the bridge, while I talk about the audio. Okay, I know this is a bit late since we've been playing the game for quite a bit now, but won't everybody shut the fuck up?
Sev, get to cover! Sev, I've been down here! Sev,
Shut it! They are constantly talking, commenting, getting on my nerves. Piet Jan Jan Willemsson, or whoever the audio director was, should have realized this. I can't believe I'm saying this. I want the repeating voice lines back. I need support! At least that led to some jokes while I was playing. There was enough variety that it didn't become that annoying. Here, I just hate every line that comes out of their mouth. The voice acting itself is also kind of shit. I find the deliveries a bit flat.
Let's go! People!
I don't like the new Rico.
Yeah, motherfucker!
They also changed Jan for some reason, although he does sound
How are the men holding up?
familiar. What the hell is this ping pong shit? I didn't plan this, it just happens.
We'll have our battle in the shade.
The music really stepped up its game. We've got an interesting mix of rock, electronic, and Mongolian throat. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's the Sony Movie Game Orchestra, courtesy of Joris de Man. Moving on. We find that Arc Tower stuff in the ground, head to the academy, don't find the big bad general, kill this thing for an achievement, and see what happens when you install a 5G tower. Evelyn, give us some insights in the situation.
Shit, Colonel.
Run those numbers
Understood.
again. We have to be sure.
Evelyn's working on it.
Those pillars, they're powered by the same compound as the Arc Towers.
Ah, who is good at pattern recognition? Here, have a jelly bean. She did do something useful for once and tracked the source of the underground pipeline to a refinery in the wasteland. Finally, we get some background on the material we are hunting. Petrucite, which is so energy dense It actually glows blue.
It's incredibly unstable. The ore actually glows blue.
Just like every other power source. She also adds another handprint to my already chapped ass.
This planet was the power generator for half the universe. Delphazari turned it into a war machine.
What, mate? In case you didn't watch the first video, or aren't up to snuff with your Killzone lore, the whole shtick of the Helghast is that they had a revolution on the planet from the last game, Vecta, ages ago. They lost, and as a punishment got sent out to a barren planet. So now we know they didn't send them to a barren planet, they sent them to the fucking nuclear power plant of the universe, giving the Helghast even more political power. The ISA really deserved to lose this war. We find a relay the scout team set up, but they stopped during the power-up cycle. This was due to unforeseen unalivement. We are ambushed, survive, head down into the mines, and I get to display my intelligence.
Evelyn, we found some glowing canisters.
That's probably Petrucite. Careful, it's volatile.
Thanks.
Great, that did it. Antennas are now linked. There's the carrier wave. I'm establishing comms uplink to the new sun now. Weird. There's hundreds of small Petrucite signatures showing up.
Evelyn, come in!
The Helghast ambush her.
There's too many of them! We can't hold out!
We need to make our way over there.
She sounds like a Japanese schoolgirl. Sadly, or thankfully, we don't make it in time, and Evelyn and the gang get captured. We quickly chase after her. Oh, wait. Loading in this game can feel like it crashed, I don't know. Catching their train, Indian style, and fighting through the refinery, our paths cross with the big bad guy.
Don't know anything.
You're wasting my time.
I like how they added a soldier just so he has somebody to execute. He wants Evelyn to reprogram the warheads. She says no, Rico runs in. No. It's not the same. What's his face gets shot and we need to wait for the evac to arrive.
Netco!
Yeah. Just a little cold.
A couple of combat sections later and we make it to the landing zone. But the dude, yeah, he bled to death. It would be really impactful if I could even remember his name. By the way, where are the tears for the guy who got brutally executed and left behind? The Helghast starts assaulting our HQ. Sev, having lost his butt buddy, sees no point in life anymore. We start cleaning house, but the damage racked up to the base is too severe. Templar tells us to evacuate. Before we leave, Sev wants to check the security footage of the brig, where Colonel Radek makes a surprise guest appearance. He's looking for the launch codes of the nuclear warheads. Since he was told he could find them here, Templar refuses.
Going nowhere. Do not toy with me.
No!
Download the code data!
The only thing we can do now is escape. Jan musters what little strength he has and adjusts the flight path of the ship. Straight into the Petrucite grid, shutting it and the rest of the city's defenses down. We don't know for how long, but we capitalize on the opportunity and assault the city, starting with the capture of Jan's crash site. But as we make our way in our newly acquired mech suit, the Helghast drop a bombshell on us.
But we have to concentrate.
literally. It was all a ploy. While the ISA were assaulting the city, Scholar Visari, the leader of the Helghast, dropped a nuke on his own city. That's fucking hardcore. The ultimate we will never surrender. They would rather nuke themselves than capitulate. Fuck man, the Helghasts are cool. Anyway, our weak PTSD-stricken troops are cowering in fear for the massive big dick move the Alpha Helghan army just pulled. Most of the ISA's landing points have been wiped, and Colonel Radek's personal guard is heading in to reinforce the remaining Helghast troops. The situation is looking dire, but with no other options, we start our push into the city and head for the palace. After neutralizing the palace's defenses and fighting our way through the courtyard, we head in and gain an audience with the colonel himself.
Security identified a breach of the main gate.
Why didn't 2nd Platoon? I'll deal with these two myself. Didn't I kill all of you yet? Cut them off.
We can finally take revenge for Yan and Evelyn. And those other guys left on the ship, I guess. Or blown up during the nuke. Bite the pillow. I'm going in dry. This fight sucks major ass. It's just wave after wave upon wave of enemies with nigh a shred of cover to protect my quivering posterior from getting pierced. But eventually, His Majesty finally graces us with combat.
You seem to want this to be personal. It will be my pleasure.
If I pull that mask off, will you die? I don't like this fight. He just teleports around in the most annoying way and can two-shot you with his superior 50 times folded Helghan steel knife. So I use the pump and dump strat. I pump his face full of lead and dump in my trousers when he gets close. He's gonna kill himself. Yeah, pretty cool.
Time to finish this thing.
Who the fuck takes longer than 20 minutes for that? Once we make it to the main chamber, we find Scholar Visari. We've come to arrest him? He starts monologuing about how the Helghast will never surrender. We might win the war, but we will never have Helghan. They will riot. They will fight. They will die before they are subjugated once more. That's why the ISA heads want Visari alive. To use him as a puppet.
You have not won! You will never go! No! Madness. Madness begins.
Sergeant? Sergeant, what happened? Shit. Seth! God damn it!
Report to your COs!
Come on, people! Let's go! Let's go!
The madness begins. There you go. Killzone 2. Terribly honest, I kinda got sick of it by the end. Once the initial shock and awe of the visuals wear off, the game becomes stale quick. They try to shake it up with turret and vehicle sections, but it just falls flat. The gameplay is just too unseasoned to keep me wanting more. The first game also fell off at the end, to an extent, but there, the shittiness of the story and the quality of the voice acting kept me engaged. I don't know how else to say this, I'm missing a certain soul. Either be campy like the first game, or so good you knock my socks off. But don't bore me. But next time, we'll see if the sequel's any better. We're gonna play the third game.